Hello world, my name is Dustin Cormier and this is How to Rock a Campfire. It's a pleasure to have you today. Today we are going to acoustify a song that should not be acoustified. This is very much a piano song and you're not supposed to play it on guitar. And that's why I'm here. And that's why we're here. It's something I often like to do on this show, is to play songs that you wouldn't really expect. So, I'm going to show you guys basically the gist of how I kind of have acoustified and made the song campfireable. Essentially, we'll go through the verse, and then there's a chorus, and then second verse, same as the first, and then there's another chorus. Technically, it's an easy song structure-wise. It's easy to remember how to do everything. But there's a few tricks that you need to know to really get it across. It's especially nice if you have a bass player, because you're kind of cheating on the bass notes on the G sharp note that I know you know what I'm talking about, and we're going to get there. A bass player makes the song much more palatable, but it really works if people know the song, and it's a harrowing lyric to the song, so that's part of the reason why I wanted to do it. So we start off in A minor. And basically what I want to do on the second chord is I kind of use my thumb to deaden the top two strings so I can hit freely this chord that I'm doing here, which is essentially almost like, not really like an E chord. What you're doing is I'm putting my third, it's an A minor, and what you're doing is you're taking off your third finger and bringing it down so that you're playing the G sharp instead of the A note on the second fret. You're bringing down to the G sharp on the first fret. Everything else still stays the same, except that you want to deaden the bass notes on this particular G sharp chord. That's what gives it like a fake G. It's basically A/G sharp, which means that it's an A major on the face with a kind of a G sharp on the bass. And you don't want to play an A while you're doing this chord. So this is how we cheat it. I basically go from that A minor chord, I take my third finger off, I put it where my second finger was. So now my third finger is on the second fret of the D string. My light's really not making this good on me. Then I'm going to take my second finger, put it on the first fret of the B string, and that's the C note. Then I take my first finger and I put it on the first fret of the G string. That's the G sharp. So you've got E, G sharp, first fret of the G string, and then C, first fret of the B string, and then open E. Right? But basically what we do is we bring our fingers back to normal, put our first finger on the first fret of the B string, second finger on the second fret of the D string, and what we're doing here is that we're playing sort of like a C/G, which is like a C chord on the face and a G chord on the bass. Because basically the idea that the song's trying to do is take you down grammatically, right? You could even, like I said, the other chord that you could do if you feel like it. That's like technically the best way to play it if you've got the alien fingers to do it. But you're going A and then A/G sharp. And if you want to do it this way, you just got to make sure that the under flap of your second finger is basically cutting out the G note, so that there is no G sharp or A. All you can hear is the G sharp and basically G sharp, E, C, and E, if you feel like going to that place. But to show you the logic chord-wise of how they wrote the song and what's really going on here is going from the A minor and then G sharp/A minor, then G/C, and then it's kind of like basically F sharp, F sharp slash D ninth, because we've got the seventh of the D. Remember, for any ninth chord, you have the dominant seventh as well as the added ninth note. So for a D ninth, basically this is your regular D chord. For a D add ninth, you just add the E. But we know whenever you see a D ninth chord, any chord with the ninth, it automatically implies that you add in the seventh. For this chord, we're going to do a D ninth, but we're going to take our second finger and put it on the F sharp, and the fat part of our second finger is going to cut off the A string. Because this is keeping basically the bass is falling down, and you want to keep the C and the E note going the whole time, right? So, yeah, I think the sane way to do it, especially right now, because my fingers are in all place today, I'm just going to show you the cheat. I kissed the kids at noon and stumbled out the room. I bought a cab, I ran a tab on 7th and Flower. Best recital I had to run. That's my son's graduation. Punch the Nichols boy for taking his seat. He gets all that anger from me. Still things could be much worse. Natural disasters on the evening news. Still things could be much worse. We've still got our health. My paycheck in the mail. And then after that it goes to the F. And you kind of hang on the F for an awkward amount of notes. You just let whoever's singing lead it. And I always push it. No one in the band ever expects it. And that's how they do it, and I like to kind of add that, right? We've still got our health, my paycheck in the mail. I promised to my wife and children I'd never touch another drink as long as I live. But even then, it sounds so soothing. This will blow over in time. This will all blow over in time. You know, when you get someone doing the solo on that part, it can be really juicy. It's a good time for like an A minor pentatonic with the blues note type of solo going on in there. And then we just go through another verse. I'm just an honest man, provide for me and mine. I got a check to a tax-deductible charity organizations. Da-da-da-da-da. So it's the same, second verse, same as the first with different lyrics. And then the chorus is the same again, but it goes twice. I promise to my wife and children I'll never touch another drink as long as I live. But even then it sounds so soothing to mix a gin and sink into oblivion. I promised to my wife and children that accident left everyone a little shook up. The lyrics are so heavy. But at the meetings I felt so empty. This will blow over in time. This will all blow over in time. Here I try to do the big G sharp. Save all my juice for this part if I can help it. boy, do I love losing picks. So that's basically the gist of the tune, folks. That's basically how it all is going to go. So I've just explained the whole thing, and now I'm going to rip it through for you so you can kind of see me doing my acoustified version of this song. It's funny, I've just been saying in all these other videos, I've been playing bass in my band. Playing guitar gives you those little, it just hits your fingers in a different way. Oh well. It feels terribly, awfully familiar, and I guess good, sort of, or whatever. This is We Used to Vacation by the Coldwarkids. Hope you dig. I kissed the kids at noon and stumbled out the room. I caught a cab, ran up a tab on 7th and Flower. Best recital I had to run. Missed my son's graduation. Pushed the nickel boy for taking his seat. He gets that anger from me. Still things could be much worse. Natural disasters on the evening news. Still things could be much worse. We've still got our health. My paycheck in the mail. I promised to my wife and children I'd never touch another drink as long as I live. But even then, it sounds so soothing. This will blow over in time. This will all blow over in time. I'm just an honest man, provide for me and mine. I got a check to tax-deductible charity organizations, 2 weeks paid vacation. It won't heal the damage done. I need another one. Still things could be much worse. The natural disasters on the evening news. Still things could be much worse. We've still got our health. My paycheck in the mail. I promised to my wife and children I'd never touch another drink as long as I live. 'Cause even then, it sounds so soothing to brew the gin and sink into oblivion. I promised to my wife and children that accident left everyone a little shook up. But at the meetings I felt so empty. This will blow over in time. This will all blow over in time. They do like an ugly flourish at the end of that just to emphasize the heaviness of the lyric. I guess I would just end it in F. That'd be the cool, rather unexpected way, I would imagine, to end it. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys dug that. That was We Used to Vacation by the Coldwarkids. I hope that my, a lot of these songs are not exactly in my vocal range, but I'm still trying to teach them on the guitar, and I hope that you guys appreciated me going for that. Thems is the chords. Now, hopefully, if anybody can really sing this song, you will have some guitar chords to play along with it. I'm Dustin Cormier for How to Rock a Campfire. You guys are going to be seeing me once every 2 weeks. I'm going to be trying to throw some new episode out there, so I hope you guys enjoy. See you guys on the flip side.